8BitDo today releasing their pre-sale for the new 8BitDo Pro 2. It's an evolution of the Pro Plus controller in every way, with 2 Pro level back buttons, custom profile switch, enhanced grip, and a 4-way mode switching button. The ultimate software is now mobile. Okay, usually gamers are not excited about mobile things, but let's check this out. So I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. Pre-orders are up now. It comes in 3 different colors. You have the gray edition, the G Classic edition, and the black edition. That's where the changes start. The old Pro controller had the black. It has the G edition, the G Classic edition, but then now it's called the gray edition, where you actually have colored buttons. It's kind of weird that they've added the colored A, B, X, Y. And it looks like these are LED buttons from the looks of it, kind of in this photo. I can't confirm that or not. At the time, but if you notice, the SN edition was just the Super Nintendo colored buttons. So it looks like there's no more SN edition, and they replace it with the gray edition. So there's your first change. They said 2 Pro back buttons. This is right here. So if you notice, you have P1 over here on the left, P2 on the right. Those are your 2 buttons. You'll also notice it says enhanced grip. I think that's on the back side here. You see how it's not smooth anymore. Let's go ahead and look at the old one. And I've done a review on this controller. You can check my channel for it if you want. There you go. So as you can see with these, and I can go pick mine up really quick. It's just a smooth back. So they added kind of a more grippy back, perforated. I don't know what you'd call that. But kind of roughed up in gray, and it's etched out to have better grip. You still get that removable battery on the back, and then as you see here, you have this new switch as well. Look, the old one does not have a switch. We can't see it because of that picture, but it has a switch. What are they calling that switch? That's the mode switch. There's a photo over here. So the mode switch, you get to switch between S, which is switch, A is Android, D is D input, and X input. The old one, I don't think it had that at all. Second. And then you also have this custom profile switch button. I'm just picking up my SN. Yeah, there's no buttons on the back of this Pro controller. 0 buttons. And it's a smooth finish on the back. So this SADX button, the function button, is brand new. The P1, P2 button is brand new. You can see a lot of the perforation, the grip I was telling you about here. And then the profile button as well. So you could switch between 3 profiles. You could set up profiles within the app, like different macro buttons, things like that. Maybe even a profile like A is B and B is A. If you're playing between some retro systems or whatever, you can absolutely change your mapping, the stick sensitivity, the trigger sensitivity, the vibration, right? You could switch between profiles, like a lot of vibration profile, a little bit of vibration profile, instead of having to plug it in and change it each time, and then your macros as well. As far as the battery, it's actually the same. I thought they would have improved the battery life. It's still a 1,000 milliamp battery. It's still USB Type-C connection. So charge time, this is the old version. The new version, or this is the newer one. But the old one, if you click over here, it says the same thing. It's 1,000 milliamps. It doesn't say charge time, but I imagine that the charge time has not gotten any better. And then the last thing is just the software. This is the software, if you've ever been into it before. It used to look like this. You can go in, you can use these little bars here to go up and down in your vibration. You can change the mapping. You can add macros. You can change the sensitivity of the analog triggers. And you can change the sensitivity of the analog grips, like how big of a throw, the sensitivity of a small push versus a large push, which is actually really, really cool. And it gave it an edge over the competition. And then this, how many gyros? There's a 6-action gyro sensor. I think that's the same on this one as well. 6-axis as well. And then they also have the adjustable hair triggers as well. That's part of the new one. But back to the app, it looks like they're going to be new visuals in the app based on this, or maybe these are just marketing. But not only do you have this adjustability still, you'll be able to do it on an Android or iOS. So why is that cool? It's cool because you don't have to hook your 8BitDo controller to a computer. You can literally do it on the fly, or if you're not at home, you don't have to go download the software, install it. It could all be done through your phone. I imagine it's probably through Bluetooth that they're able to send the profiles and changes through. We'll see. Create it. You can switch between them. It doesn't say, but it's basically saying that this software that was on PC that did all that stuff is now going to be on Android and iOS. So my final thoughts on this To be honest with you, I'm more excited about just finding these 8BitDo SN30 Pros on sale. Like, look, we already have a small dip on these. They go to 45. They even go to 40 sometimes. So I'm just excited about picking these up at a cheap price because it's still a great battery life and it has pretty much all those features. But I can see this controller being a big contender in games like Fortnite or other games where like the macro buttons come in viewpoint, not necessarily the people on my channel. But then again, people who watch my stuff also for some reason are ballers and have like 10 controllers. So I can absolutely see them getting it from the point of view from the grips, having the Android availability, as well as maybe they just really think this new color is really awesome. I think those are plenty of reasons to get a good controller. And these controllers, I mean, they sell out. I'm not, the hype is real that they're very, very good controllers. I do lots of third-party controller reviews on my channel, and I over and over again, if you read the comments, people are like, just get the 8BitDo. I love my 8BitDo. So I really think they kind of sell themselves in that regard. So cool to see some new stuff. I'm more excited about getting the old model cheaper, but if I had the money and I didn't have the old model yet, and I played like Fortnite or newer games, I'd absolutely get it. Also, it's a $10 difference, even if this goes down to 40. So I might buy it just to be like upgrade ready, as well as, this thing will hold its value more if you take good care of it. So that's what I think. That's where we're at with this. Let me know what you all think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.